Today was a really important day for me and a lot of women, especially all over the U.S., because today was the Women's March and it was held in many major cities and in many states all across the U.S. on the 21st, the day after Donald Trump's inauguration. And the turnout was in the millions. It was a lot more participation and a lot of women from all backgrounds, from all religions, from all beliefs and nationalities. One thing that we all collectively as women truly believe in that participated in the march was unifying and better treatment of women, and women to be treated as equal, women to be treated as human, women to not be looked down on and treated as if they are second-class citizens. Women who have the rights to vote, who should have equal rights in pay, who should be treated with respect based on gender equality. Also, women who have the right to choose. Women who have the right to choose whom they get in a relationship with. Women who have the right to choose what happens to their bodies. And I thought it was really important because there were women of all walks of life that I witnessed at the march. And it wasn't all talk, it was more show. I mean, many women showed up, and what was even more important is that this is not something new. This is something that has always happened for many, many, many years. Women have a voice. Women are human. Women are strong in numbers. So when we speak, you have to listen. And you will listen. And women have some of the very, very similar issues. Even if we have different religions, we come from different backgrounds, if we don't even look like one another, but we are women. We all know what it feels like to be treated badly and poorly. So I thought it was extremely important, and it was a really good collective decision that all women unify and come together on one level with the sole purpose of protesting the rights of women all over. And feminism is for all. It is not even just for women. It is also for everyone. Now, I know men would ask, why do you say this? Because isn't it just about women only? But no, this is about women's rights to be treated equal. But if you respect women for who they are, a strong woman, a quality man and a strong man would respect strong females. Usually the insecurity comes in when a person is not a strong individual. They're insecure about their situation. They're insecure about how to talk to women and how to handle a woman and her views. So it comes off as a threat to those who are weak, and those whom are weak, I will say. So social media perpetuates a lot of those individuals who are very weak when it comes to women's rights. So you'll have a lot of males that are weak on social media that'll perpetuate how they hate women or how they hate a particular group or class of women. And so that's when you get all of the stereotypes. But today, on the 21st of January, women were out in the millions, in the multitudes, and they said enough is enough. We are not invisible, we're human, and we deserve our rights. And we count just like anybody else here. We have the right to vote. We have the right for equal pay. We serve the country. We work. We feed our families. We take care of our children. When you're there and when you're not there, we're taking care of our children and we're taking care of our families, and we're going to take back our rights the same way. So I felt like that was an important event. No matter what people say about women, how they talk negatively about us, and how they hurt us, and the words that you say can sometimes be just as vicious as you actually physically hurting someone. So for all the women that take abuse and suffering and brutality, be it verbally or physically, emotionally, today was your day to voice out and to stand up and be heard, and stand up and let people know that we are not invisible. You may not see us, you may not hear us, but we're here, and we're not going anywhere either. And there are many women from all backgrounds who support women's rights. So anybody on social media pushing that trash about how they don't like feminism and how they hate women's rights and how they hate black females and how they hate women in general, is nothing but a bunch of garbage that they're pushing. And any woman that supports males like that, she's a weak female, and she's a pushover, and she's allowing men to walk all over her and use her as a doormat. And no woman, no man, no human deserves to be treated like a doormat. And if you're a strong female, then you're going to speak out for yourself, just like these women did. If these women didn't stand up for their rights, as whatever their position was, being a woman in the gender class, being a black female, or whatever background you are from, if these women didn't say, you know what, I have to stand up and I have to speak out on issues, political issues, if they weren't there to do this, then we wouldn't be as far as we are today. And I thought that was very important. And it doesn't matter what you look like, where you're from, is that you all have a similar view. For all the single women who are leading their household, even though you don't have your mate or your partner or someone there with you, stay strong, be strong, and stand up and be heard, and know your worth and your lot in life, because there is so much more to women than what people perceive us to be. So I felt that that was important to be there today. There were so many people in Los Angeles, in Pershing Square, in the downtown LA area. And I thought it was very lovely because there were people of all walks of life. Single mothers, black mothers, sisters, daughters, cousins, niece, friends, lovers, wives. People of all walks of life were there, and they were holding signs up, and I didn't see people hurting each other. Now, I can't say what happened in every place, but I can say what I saw and what I witnessed while I was there. And I really did enjoy it because it felt like the world was watching, and that our voices were heard, and that every woman who's participated in something in their life, sports, serving the country, being a mother, being a friend, being a wife, being a neighbor, being a worker in America and all over. Not just even in America, but all over. In places you wouldn't believe, just being a woman and having your voice heard. It was a wonderful thing. So I just wanted to say to anybody who is pushing all this woman bashing and hate and all of this stereotypical view about how they feel women are or should be, you're wrong. And the women who are supporting this foolishness and nonsense, you are misguided. And you need to wake up. Because if you allow people to push you around, talk to you mean, treat you abusive, and you accept it, it's never going to get better. I always was told that when you speak out and you ask for what you want and you shout for what you want and you stand up for what you believe in, those are the voices that eventually are going to not be ignored. But people who allow people to walk all over them, who think that I'm going to get a man if I just denounce feminism, it's a white woman's movement. No, it isn't. Feminism is not a white woman's movement. So all these black females that are running around listening to these knuckleheads telling them this stuff, you're going to continue to have problems because you're attracting the wrong types of men anyway. If you're on welfare and you're attracting knuckleheads and you allow them to walk all over you and you can't feed your children and pay your bills and your rent, but he can take money from you and he can hit you upside the head and he can keep getting you in trouble and getting you evicted from your apartment or your house or wherever you live, talking down on you and treating you like dirt, and all he looks at you is just something to lay up with and impregnate, you're not going to be treated right. Women are more than just someone to procreate with. So you need to learn how to have your voice heard, and there's ways to do it and still have your dignity and be a woman. It doesn't take anything away from your womanhood. It grows you up and you become mature in your mindset. That is much more attractive than being weak and letting somebody walk all over you and slap you up and talk to you like you're crazy. So I just thought that I would put my 2 cents in that. And I hear some people talking about fake black leadership. The ones saying that, they're fake and phony. They do nothing but talk and no action. And when there is action, you wind up getting killed fooling around with them. And I've seen some people follow these jokers on social media and wind up getting arrested and killed behind the stuff that they are putting out. So women, it's time to wake up. Be heard.